Good morning, Brad. How you doing, baby? Happy, what's today? Friday. And today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, hey Jason, Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to that YouTube channel, Shakenya, and hit subscribe. Damn, there's people in here, y'all. I'm sorry. But I'm trying to think of different ways to get y'all to go and subscribe to my channel. I did assertive, I did soft and gentle. Today I don't know what it was. I'm just throwing it out there, shouting it out. Go subscribe to my channel. Quit playing with me, right? So today, guys, I'm not going to give you a manipulation tip. I'm not. To use against your baby mama, your baby daddy. I'm not going to give you that today. And we're not even going to talk about any disorders today. We're not. I'm going to keep it real short and sweet because it is Friday. Yeah, I wasn't gonna come on. I ain't gonna hold you up. I've been getting my life, yeah. And y'all, I was so sad. I've been so sad lately. I know, I'm so sad. This morning I actually had to watch Dave Chappelle Dreamers and Sebastian Maniscalco to get back right just to come to you this morning. I know, terrible. Just pray for me. So y'all, I got a DM. You know what I told them. I asked them, did you subscribe to my channel? They say no. I say do that, and then share a video and tag me so I know you did it. Cause yeah, people say they gonna do stuff, but they don't do it for real. So you gotta show, you gotta tag me so I know you did it, right? So they did that. So here we go. Hey, Rod, I meant to speak to you the other day a couple weeks ago when I was up there at the place, man. I do apologize, but you was doing your thing. And yeah, how you doing, my brother? Good morning. So y'all, they heard the video the other day when I was talking about attitude adjustment. We were enrolling children 12 to 17 with behavior issues into the workshop for this month. And they heard me say I don't have a magic wand, but yet and still my program is effective. So the DM was, what do I do that's so special that makes my program so effective if I ain't got no magic wand? What's up, girl? Yeah. Hey, Miss Vicky, how you doing? Have a good weekend. You as well. So, without giving all my secrets away for free, I'll give you an example that we use in the family meeting. Yep. Because I try to get them to see things for themselves. Yeah, you can't really force nothing on them. You can't really scare them. And yeah, of course I have my gun and handcuffs on and my walkie-talkie, and I'm talking to somebody back and forth as if I'm about to come take you out the crib now. Yeah, but that only goes so far. That only goes so far when I leave and they still home. You know what I mean? So my goal isn't really to scare them. It's to get them to see things for what they are. Because once they realize it on their own, it's a good chance it's going to stick with them. Right? So, example. You did it. I'm just saying. Get your gun. Oh, I got it. Oh, you got it? It popped up after. It do that all the time. And they know it. So, guys. I'm sorry, baby. I had to get you. Y'all know that little thing always be popping off. It's too late. You had to be there. So, guys, So when they make their list of the things they're going to talk about in the family meeting, the parents actually make a list of all the reasons why they brought the child to the program. Okay? And that's their basis of discussion in the family meeting. The children, they make a list of all the things that make them angry. I know, you're probably thinking, why did I come up with that and how does that work? But it does, right? So everybody get the opportunity to express themselves. So if the parent has, let's say the child not doing chores. I'm so nonchalant and cool with it, you know. I ask them, well, shoot, you ain't doing your chores. I ask them what their chores are, and then I ask them, so you ain't doing your chores? Oh, okay, well, shit, you must be paying the bills then at the house. And they look at me, they like, no. Oh, you ain't paying the bills? Oh, okay, well, you must be supplying the personal needs for the house. Personal needs, like, yeah, the tissue, soap powder, dishwashing liquid, Yeah, you must be buying that for the house then. They look at me like, no. Oh, okay, well, shit, you must be buying the food. Food is expensive. You must be buying the food for the house. And they look at me, they're like, no, Miss Warlock, I don't do none of that. You don't do none of that. So what contributions are you bringing to the crib that you stay in? Rent free. Like, what, you not doing none of that? And they look at me, they like, no, Miss Warlock. I say, okay, so you mean to tell me you living in a crib, rent-free, water, gas, food, all this stuff. You ain't got to pay nothing. And the only thing that's requested of you is cleaning up? Damn, what do you have to do? Do you got to build the house? She got you on the roof fixing stuff? They like, no, all I got to do is the bathroom, keep my room clean, and laundry, or whatever the hell their chores are, right? So I get them to calculate how long it take for you to do those chores. Take about 15 minutes for this. It take about... What? So you mean tell me if you come straight home and knock that out, a little hour that it take to get that done, you ain't got to hear your mama or your daddy say nothing to you for the rest of the day. You got the rest of the day, do whatever it is you got to do. All you got to do is come in and do your homework, or whatever it is that the parent requested, right? Then they look at me, and for somehow or another, I make it make sense that that's all you got to do is your chores. Like, I don't have no magic wand. I just make them see things for what it is. I probably say stuff that the parents probably want to say and can't say sometimes, or I see stuff that the parents probably don't see and I say it, or something comes up in the meeting from what the child has said that nobody probably has ever heard before. Straws, forks. They bougie, I guess. They on something else. They on something else, y'all. They ain't got no stirs. Oh, Instagram, you checking in. Shoot, that means all of y'all going back to my YouTube channel and hit subscribe, right? Thank you. So, yeah, guys, that was the DM. No magic wine. That's a little tip. I don't know if it'll work for you not. Nah, it works for me because I usually have my gun and my handcuffs on. But it might work for you just the same. Find a way to get them to realize it on their own. Okay? Now, I know we've been talking about the manipulation tips from our 9th grade year and we're talking about the adverse effect that it has on the babies and the kids, the other kids, the psychological damage that it might has caused with the kids, yeah, and you. Some of these disorders we talked about, you probably experience them now. I know. Damn. I know. I know. But I told y'all 2 things in your 9th grade year that although it was true, although needed to be done, might bite you in your ass. Fix it, Jesus. It's a Christian show. Might bite you. It might. And I'm sorry. I do apologize for telling you to do it, even though I knew it was a strong possibility that just a small percentage of you might get bit. Just a small percentage. And let me tell you, the small percentage is if you and your baby mama or baby daddy not working together. That's the only thing. If y'all working together, any and everything that I have suggested to y'all to do, it's a good chance that if you do, the outcome would be as you desire. You want a good kid, you want a child that's functioning out here in the world, that's doing what they supposed to do, they responsible, they this, they that, whatever you wanted to put in this baby. If you two are still working together as if y'all were when y'all was together, it's a good chance that that product is going to come out as that. Now when y'all working against each other, it's like shooting dice if y'all working against each other. Yeah, and I don't understand why it's so hard to get along. Like I don't understand why it's so hard to practice the C's of co-parenting. Like I don't know why it's so hard to talk to each other about parenting concerns. With each side of the family, both sides of the family, sit down at the table and talk about the things that y'all want to do with the baby, the things that y'all want. Yeah, talk about family meetings, respecting each other's households, working together, period, planning stuff together, birthday parties, having them together, going to each other's house to celebrate. If y'all doing all this stuff, yeah, it's less likely that you're going to have any type of major issues with that baby, even though y'all broken up and live in separate homes. So the two things that I told you in your ninth grade year that might have came back and bite you in your butt, and I'm sorry if it did, but it ain't my fault. Telling your children your origin story. Telling your children where you came from, how you grew up, the things that you went through. Over here. The ones that got the lights on them. Cups over here. Like I work here. I'm here every day. Yep, telling them who you are as a child, how you grew up, telling them the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, I'm not saying glorify the ugly, but mention it. Yeah, if you was a bully when you was in school, mention it. You ain't got to tell them how you threw the kids in the trash and locked them in their locker and did all that other stuff. You ain't got to tell them all that. Nah, you can spare them that. But just the fact that they knew that you was a bully and why you bullied. And the fact that you don't encourage bullying. And that, you know what I'm saying? Have conversations like that. So, yeah, tell them your origin story. Telling them about you. Telling them. Now, if you have a parent that's working with you, it's a good chance that the child is going to gain a certain amount of respect for you. Knowing where you came from, knowing how you are now, what you're doing with yourself. Yep, it's a good chance they might have sympathy for you if you had rough times, rough beginnings. Yep, it's a good chance that they might understand how you been raised and where you come from and why you do some of the things that you do and why you raised them the way that you raised them, you know. I'm sorry, wait a minute. We good? We good. Okay. Yeah. But if you got a parent working against you, it's a good chance that child to throw that back up in your face. I know. If you ain't got nobody, you got your kids, right? So you confide in them. Yep, you share your deepest, darkest feelings. Yep, I told you to do this, and there was a reason for it. Yep. But yeah, it's a good chance that if that parent working against you, all them deep, dark secrets that you share with that child, they can very well throw them back up in your face and make you feel some kind of way. I know. I apologize. Like I said, it's only a small percentage that's going to get bit. It's only a small percentage that's going to get bit. Right. So, the next one. This one right here. It's a doozy. That child that's been taken out your life, that you don't have a relationship with, that hates you, despises you, devalued you, don't want nothing to do with you, just threw you away like garbage. I encourage you to have your other children still keep a connection with that child. I know it was hard to say when I said it to y'all the first time. It don't get no easier to say it now, you know. But if you got a parent that's trying to work with you, or if you have, I don't even know how to, because that's a hard one. You know what I mean? The fact that you have a child that you still have a connection with, having a connection with a child that has no connection with you, that's a trick bag. I gonna hold you up. But if you somebody like me that practices family values, no matter what the cost, and you're gonna encourage that relationship, no matter what in the outcome. Right now, it's a good chance that that child that was taken out your life, or the child that you have no relationship with, might come back with you by having that relationship with that child that's still connected to you. Meaning that that child that's connected to you can be sharing stories to make that child want to come back in your life, make that child want to have a relationship with you. Yeah, that can very well happen. But if you've had a situation where it's been discord and that child was just ripped from your life and taken from your life and there's no abuse or neglect, it's a good chance that if that child still has a connection with that baby can flip that child. I know, it's a gamble. It's a gamble. Again, you shouldn't even have to be going through all of this. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if it's a chance for them children to still have a close and some type of relationship, yeah, you want to encourage it. You want to encourage it. I know. Because see, some parents will be like, no, if they don't respect me, you stop messing with them. I know, and that was part. Yeah, I felt like that a little bit, yeah. But nope. That's not it. Not good parenting. Good parenting is you want to try to ensure that your children have a good relationship. Yeah, they have a bond, right? So, yeah, it's a good chance that a small percentage of the people that did this in their 9th grade year, that it came back to bite them in the butt. Yep, it's a good chance that a small percentage of your children might be persuaded to not like you just as much as the other child does not like you, because they still have a connection with that child. So that child on the outside is sabotaging, still doing the evil bid of the parents. Yeah, because this is what they know now. They've been groomed to do so. They've been groomed to take you out. They've been groomed to assassinate your character. They've been groomed to collaborate any lie. They've been groomed to do all of these things. So therefore, yeah, it's a good chance that they're going to use those same manipulation tips on your child that they still have a connection with. So just be careful. Just be careful. So y'all, that's it for Coffee and Conversation with your girl Shakenya. It's Friday. I'm out. Somebody keep calling.